Thank you, Javon. And we start off tonight's regional news by telling you that a 49-year-old Guyanese man who was visiting the U.S. and lived freely in the home of a disabled Guyanese woman has been charged with the woman's murder in New York. 63-year-old Baby Jalmin, who was restricted to the use of a wheelchair, died in a fire in her Queens home that investigators believe was deliberately started by her tenant, Ramprasad Prasad. Family members of the dead woman are quoted in the U.S. media saying that Prasad and his girlfriend moved into the woman's house as tenants after meeting with her and telling her that they arrived in Guyana and had no place to stay. It was reported that the disabled homeowner recently told the couple that they needed to leave her property since they were not sticking to the agreement of tenancy and had not been paying any rent. On Tuesday night, a fire ripped through the Queen's house with the wheelchair-bound landlord trapped inside. Surveillance video recordings from a neighbor revealed the murder-accused Ramprasad Prasad pacing around the outside of the building before he rushes in and sets it ablaze, with smoke appearing as he bolts from the home. It's believed the suspect used a flammable liquid to ignite a deadly fire, a source told the New York Daily News. The victim's daughter said that when the man and his girlfriend arrived at her mother's house 4 months ago, they claimed that it was just a vacation and they were going to pay for their stay. However, they paid nothing and became abusive to the woman. The victim, Baby Jalmin, moved to the U.S. from Guyana several years ago and suffered a stroke that restricted her to the use of a wheelchair. The timetable to return Fly Jamaica to the skies appears to be in doubt. Its employees are still unpaid, and the airline's founder Ronald Paul Reese says the deal for the takeover of the airline is yet to be finalized. Glenn Logan, who previously announced that he and his backers had acquired the airline and set September as the date they were shooting for to return the carrier to service, declined to give an update this week, saying talks were ongoing with Reese. But Nari Williams Singh, the head of the Jamaican Civil Aviation Authority (JCAA), says the outreach to his agency by the prospective investors has so far been exploratory and that the carrier remains suspended. The airline would have to be recertified in order to resume service, but the application and review process is yet to begin, he said. Since the plane incident in November 2018, when the lone operational Fly Jamaica airplane, a Boeing 757 en route to Toronto from Guyana, skidded off the runway as the pilot attempted an emergency landing at the Chedijagan International Airport, the damaged plane has been languishing at the remote section of the airfield. Fly Jamaica has made a claim on its insurance over the accident, but Reese says the claim is yet to be paid. He also said the prospective buyers of the carrier are yet to pay over any funds to him, and that Logan's public utterances to date have breached their agreements about disclosures. Logan, who says he has the backing of a French company, declined to comment when asked about Reese's claim. And finally, a major step has been taken towards having a medical marijuana industry in Barbados with the piloting of the Medicinal Cannabis Industry Bill 2019 in the House of Assembly last month. Minister of Agriculture Indar Weir piloted the much-touted legislation in a comprehensive presentation during the opening session of the House. Up front, he dismissed fears surrounding the legislating of marijuana by explaining the bill was not intended to decriminalize cannabis that is used for recreational purposes, but to make way for Barbados to secure a stake in the global medicinal cannabis business that is projected to reach US $10 billion in trade in 6 years. The minister said the move to develop a medical marijuana industry represented a paradigm change in the process of wealth accumulation by Barbadians, since the industry provided nationals to have a major stake in the business. The bill would provide for the regulation of the handling of medicinal cannabis in Barbados, the establishment of a Barbados Medicinal Cannabis Licensing Board, and a Barbados Medicinal Cannabis Appeals Tribunal, as well as the issuing of licenses for the handling of the commodity. He added that the legislation could also lead to increased foreign direct investment. And that is it for our regional news this evening. Back to you, Javon.